Hi, I'm Ember.js and I'm going to be talking about Ember.js. It's a JavaScript framework, and you can go to the website. There's the download the starter kit, which is a great place to start. There's plenty of documentation on the homepage, and if you scroll back up, there's also guides, the API, and the community forum is pretty helpful as well. All right, let's get started. Okay, I've got two different versions. There's this one that I've just tacked on Norm here, but this is what you're going to download. And it comes with the default files. If you look over into the index file that I have opened, you've got this tagline here with the script, and this is how you link into the Ember.js stuff. So you've got this text.x handlebars, and those handlebars are what you're going to be using. This outlet is going to be based on your application. I'll get to that in just a second. And then here we've got another handlebars here, but we've got an ID of index, and we're saying, hey, this is what we want to put in that index. So this is the actual template itself here, and this is saying to use this index template in this outlet. And I'll show you that here in a second. If you go over to the app, so you've got your application here, the .create, and then you've got a couple things. This app.router.map. We'll get to that, but that's basically going to be using the URL function of the browser and adding URLs that you can navigate to. The app.indexRoute is basically creating a route for your index, and then you create your model within that route. So the model, it's just a regular function, and then for this instance we're returning an array, red, yellow, and blue. If you go back to the index, you'll notice that we have the outlet here, so that's where it's going to pull all the information from the template. The template itself uses this little helper. It says for each item in model, create a list item, and then it closes out with this other each tag. So what it's actually doing is it's running through the array for those three objects, and for each one it's building them as an LI. So you can see over here you got red, yellow, and blue. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close these out. Those are just the basic files, and I'm going to open up the files that I've modified. And we'll open that up in Chrome. Okay, you can see that I've added a few different things to the index file, and I'll talk you through those as well as into the app.js file. Here's what the index page looks like now. So I've added a little thing that says, hello, my name is, but here's the array that it's looping through. You can see in this script tag is basically the index page that's showing up. I've added a couple links. We'll talk about these handlers here in a little bit. The outlet is still the same, so right now all it's really rendering is that red, yellow, and blue, and then it's throwing in these links. Okay, so one thing that I added, I put this input type text value name placeholder and then enter your name. So this little input tag here, I basically created some dynamic content. So that's just to show that you don't actually have to use JavaScript to use some of these dynamic functions. So this input is created on the fly, and then you give it the value of whatever, name or email or whatever, and then you just add whatever tag you want, and then you're just going to link to that name or whatever's input into that name by just calling it here. So if you come over here and check out Brody, you can see that it's dynamically loaded here, and that'll work with whatever. So very similar to Angular, but a little simpler. Okay, so this link to about and link to contacts is basically it's creating here I'll show you. Click on about and you get the hashtag /about, and then you get some dynamic content loaded. Well, the way you get that loaded is going to be over here in this app.js. So here's that app.router that I was talking about earlier. So you create all your routes. So basically all your links within your application you're going to put in here. You're going to put this.route, whatever the name of your template is, and then the path. So for this it's going to be /about/contact. And we come over here, we link to those by putting in the ID, about, and contact, and then we've got templates for each one of those made as well. So if you look here, this about, I've got the script text/x handlebars and then ID about, and that's what's telling it to use this as a template, and then everything within the script is the about template. So this is the about content. You come over here and look, and it says you've got the hashtag /about, this is the about content. If we do the same thing, you can see here in contacts, I have a little bit of code in here and says this is the best way to email me. It should be this is the best way. Let's see, the best way to contact me. That makes a little bit more sense. So the best way to contact me, and then it's going to run through each of the items that are within the contact route. So in here I've created another route, so app.contact route, and then I created a model and it just says return contact var. Contact var is basically I just created an array of objects, and this could be anything. You can actually use JSON or whatever you want, but just for simplicity I'm keeping it as this little object. So that those objects will be returned into that route, and then that route is going to be, they're going to run through each one of those objects and put them here. So contact will be loaded in the index, and then it'll run through each, and it'll give the title and method within each of those objects. So come back over here and hit contacts, and you can say this is the best way to contact me. Refresh that, the best way to contact me. And then you've got the primary and secondary from the objects.